Okay, so in the last video, I think we did like we were stuck in the point where we were not able to close this thing. So it like when I found out something on Stack Overflow, here's the link of image as well, that they suggested that to just use a pygame.init whenever we are about to use pygame anywhere. So that's where I was facing an error too. So I just put pygame.init, and here's like when we are running this thing. Okay, so we can see that now we were not able to stop this, but now if you put on close, we can just quit it. So okay, that's cool. But our major concern was that our image was not visible with the boundary that we have. So for that, Pygame has a feature called as a transform, or we can say scaling. So how to use this? Okay, so to use this, it's Pygame dot transform dot scale, and what you can do is in scale you can here you can specify the width and height as well. Okay, so I'm just cutting this, I'm pasting it. Oh sorry, it was like in the right place, I'm literally sorry. Okay, so width, and there you go, height. Okay, so now our width and height are specified. So now if we try running, you can see that the background is really nice. Now our main task is to add a bird over there. Okay, the Flappy bird. So how to do that? It will do really fast, it will not take much time. Just close this thing. Okay, so to add a bird, first we will need as the image of bird. Okay, so to get the image of bird, we know that we can use the function of pygame dot image dot load, and there is an image of bird as well. I'll explain you further, like there are three images, but why do we need three? Okay, for now we are just using only one. So images bird one dot png, and there you go. We don't need to specify the size or something, it's simple as that. Okay, so now if we want to display that bird in our whole window, how do we do that? To do that, why not just make a function, okay, for that. But for that you need to know something. If we are introducing a bird in the picture, that means we will have to mention that which will be its initial dimension. That is, if I am saving this, if I am running this, we want to know in this whole window, in this canvas, where at which coordinate our bird will exactly be. So we have to specify the x coordinate, we have to specify the y coordinate, and if we move further in the video, we will have to specify at which velocity it will go up or either down, what is the rotation, or what is the kind of jump that it will take. So there are many attributes of single bird. So it's better that if you want to use a bird, why not just make a class of bird? Okay, so that's what we are. Just a minute, closing this. We are making a class of bird. I'm just making this as a main program, and here I will specify class of my bird as well. Okay, so I'll have to little bit fast. I spent 3 minutes. Okay, so if I'm making a class of bird, then what are the attributes that I need to take care of? Okay, so initially I think only the image will be my concern. So image will be I can use the background image that is with me. So it will be simple, I can use the background image. Now my second concern will be the x coordinate and y coordinates that will be passed on with the constructor define init for the constructor, as well as when I'm defining bird, I will pass on the x coordinate and y coordinate. So I'll just put self dot x as y and self dot y is y. Why? Because I have to specify the initial coordinates of the bird. So by just writing this, sorry for this okay, I have not renewed my quick heal. Okay, so before initializing our while loop, why not just create a function of bird? Okay, so I'm calling it as bird object, or obj is equal, oh sorry for onj. Okay, and I'm creating the object of bird. The initial coordinates will be 200 200. So self dot x and self dot y will be initialized with 200 and 200. And before saving the changes in this, why not call a function of bird of obj dot, let's name it as draw. Okay, I'm calling it draw. So I have to make a function of draw as well. So to make a function of draw, just go here, draw, and write self But just remember one thing, if we need to draw something on canvas, that's this canvas, we need to pass this canvas here as well. So to pass it, just write when. This will pass on the canvas. Here I can write when. So now I have this canvas and this function. Now to make certain changes, I have already taught you in the last video that if you want to insert anything in the change, that here also if you want to enter the background image, we use win.blit. So here also we are going to use the same. We are going to use as win.blit. What's the name of our image? The name of our image is img. So self.img, and what are the coordinates? Coordinates are basically the coordinates which I passed, self.x and self.y. If everything goes well, I think we will have our image. So if I'm just saving this, I'm running this. We don't have. Just a minute. I think we must have made some certain small mistake or something. Okay. If you are saving this in bird.obj, we are oh, sorry for this. In the self.image, we have done the okay. Sorry. We have done the background image. You have to specify the bird image. I'm literally sorry, guys. It's 12. Okay, why still it's not there? That's a problem. Okay. What we can do is self.image is equal. Oh, I'm literally not sorry. I must say, I must have made some mistake. Okay. Just a minute. Win.blit, that means I'm just saving this. Okay, win.blit, I'm using the self.image and I'm passing the x coordinate and y coordinate. Let me just write something here and just see whether I'm getting here this function or not. Okay, I'm just saving this. I'm running. Okay, I'm getting to that function at least. That's a good sign. Okay, if I'm creating the object of bird 200 and here win.object and I'm passing the thing as well with the window. So I have the win, and in this I'm using that win.blit self.image and self.x and self.y. I don't know why I'm making this mistake. Just a minute, let me think. Okay, I think I got it. Win.object is images. Let me check whether I have bird. It's bird one, and what I'm writing, I'm also writing bird one. Okay, now I'm getting the image. That means that. Okay, now instead of writing self.image, what if I write here this part? This is not up to the mark, I think, but still, to give it a shot, let's just write this and see whether it's working or not. Okay, I close my CMD. We are not getting the bird. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay, how much time we have, by the way? We have still a 1 minute. So I think I can solve this. I still think I can solve this. Okay. So if I have win.blit and okay. Every time it's reinitializing the thing. That's why. We need to only initialize our window once, and in that window we have to make every change we can. So I don't know. I this time also don't know whether it will work or not. Okay, it will not work. Okay, now okay. Sorry. It's like I'm making so many silly mistakes. Okay, there you go. Now we have our bird. So the problem was that we were initializing our bird object before the background object. So the background object was overlapping the image of bird. So now what I did, first I plotted the background and then I plotted the bird. Okay, so that's why it was not doing this. Okay, you learned something. At least I learned something. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching this part. In the next part, we will animate the the flaps of bird. It will be very interesting.